suspect that sensitive data might be involved, and you're not quite sure at the beginning what the severity of the breach is, it's natural to fall into a bit of a panic. And the best way to start is by taking a step back, staying calm, and conducting what I call the fact find, the initial fact find, or the triage.
Giving some very, very insightful answers. One very important aspect that I think that we should also consider is interviewing the member of staff that, let's say, if the breach occurred as a result of human error, interviewing the member of staff that actually was responsible for that breach. And
I often find that people outsource their brain into the AI and then they wait and see what happens. So with data and AI tools, it's how to contain your confidentiality, how to contain your data. So knowledge about, and it's very good to have your own tool, which is tailored for yourself and contain on yourself and considers only exclusively data that are yours.
And I'm sure will be relevant to each person is that there's an element of choice and cost and what's suitable for the organization and what the organization can afford. And quite often one of the first things I'm asked to do is to talk to the person that's got responsibility for the breach. And we start by looking at what do we know at that point? What resources do they have internally? How important is it to their reputation management and the people that they might need to inform of a breach and what the downstream consequences are?
10 years ago, it was a manual. There were tools that allowed the individuals to manually classify documents, whatever, I've been there where, you open a Word document, there's like a little box there that tells you to classify when you're creating bolt-ons. But now we see the technology has moved on and you can bulk classify, all your unstructured data as well as structured data. I mean, there's tools that actually do both automatically. You fine-tune the algorithm, feed in kind of different parameters that are specific to the organization, such as different customer ID numbers or employee numbers, whatever formats you create the regexes or different types of identification methods, and run those on your system. We like to do that too.
Having that catalogued up front, what's in what systems, the different categories of data, so that when you're in a scenario where there's been a loss, you can immediately establish the risk profile of what's happened, is obviously hugely advantageous. I appreciate not every firm's in that position, but certainly that's the place people should be aiming for.